for Temple Square and the downtown high-rises of Salt Lake City, Utah. The Utah Jazz have a Western Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend the home court at the Energy Solutions Arena here in downtown Salt Lake City, Utah. The road trip for the Rockets ends here as they leave for Houston right after the game. Well, it's been an improvement this year over last season. They made a lot of adjustments and happy to see that they translate into some tangible results.
Well, Kevin, if they win this game, it would give them a victory in each of the first two meetings this season against these guys. So, they play them two more times after that, so it would get them off to a really good start in the season series.
But Steve, I think they would love to have that kind of leg up and huge advantage if they could. I mean, that goes a long way towards maybe winning the season series with the 2-0 start.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. A starting five on the floor. And so in the game for the Rockets, Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Harden and Ariza out on the perimeter. And it's Fry in at the point guard position. Harden, no good. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off the wash to the Trailblazers.
Yeah, I thought their defense in that game was about as shaky as it could be. At home, that kind of defense isn't going to cut it. Never mind, on the road.
They really look tired to me, and I don't know if they had travel issues or if they were out too late, but something was amiss because they had no energy.
Here's Fry. Derek Favors making his last shot. Fry dishes to Harden. Screened by Howard. It's Harden with the drive, and he gets that one to go off the front iron.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to fight over the top of that.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Jones sets the pick for Harden. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. No good from Fry. For Utah, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Well, good idea setting that screen, but the execution wasn't there.
Well, it sure wasn't. I mean, you want it to be hard, but it also has to be legal.
The Rockets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Well, now go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Quinn Snyder. Doris?
He said their scouting report is really all about how to handle Dwight Howard. Obviously a tremendously impactful player at both ends of the court. Coach said, offensively, we always need to know where he is. Defensively, it's always about doing your work early, trying to hold your ground and deny him prime position inside. Sounds like a good plan, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Exum following the score by Houston. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Hayward can hit. And it's Houston's ball. Here's Fry. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Fry's got his first basket of the night.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Exum kicks to Burks. Down low.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. They can earn it at the line.
The Jazz shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
They were a fairly decent free throw shooting team a year ago, Kevin, about 77% from the line.
Now Fry. 29 points for him last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Cantor, the pass to Hayward. Utah needs to get off a shot here. There's Exum. A three-pointer off the mark. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Ariza. It's going to be 2 free throws. True contact on the shot. Houston shooting their first free throws of the game.
Not a very strong free throw shooting team in general, guys. They shot 73% as a team a year ago.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
So Utah ends up going with a new group. Eunice is checked in for Houston. McCallum comes in for James Harden. Out left to the wing. Knocked away and stolen by Fry.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
And Utah has possession. Following the score by Houston. Pass to Hood. There's the pick. The dish to Burke. Uncovered. And he gets the jumper to drop.
You know, with the expectations low for him, he can provide a nice lift when he does put the ball in the basket.
Screen by Howard. Fry dishes to Howard. And Fry kicks to Howard. He's outside. Houston needs to get a shot. Here's McCallum. Here's Howard. Soft touch of finesse. Howard's got his first 2 points.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they're just giving them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
Rockets leading by 3. 44 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. No good from Fry.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Here's Burke. Shot is off. Excellent D from Howard. The Rockets have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. And McCallum kicks to Fry. He feeds it to Howard. He dishes it to McCallum. Eunice passes to McCallum. And it's going to be 2 free throws. True contact on the shot. For Houston, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And he knocks down the first one. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. So on the floor for Houston, Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Then it's Harden, and it's the Wizard, and it's Daniels, and it's the 2. Now, here is Harden. He really had an off game against the Trailblazers. He really never found his rhythm.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. The Wizard in their last time out against the Trailblazers delivered quite a performance. He ended with 29 points, and he was just about on target from everywhere, hitting from deep as well as sinking his free throws. Safe to say.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance, Clark.
It clearly was one of those games that when you look back on his career, this game would be right there among the best ever that he's played.
Well, he was in the zone from the outset. It was just one of those games where he was feeling it. Everything was going his way. And he attacked, and that's what I like. Once he knew it was his night, he just attacked relentlessly.
That's exactly what they wanted to do. I mean, you'd like to see that every time down the floor.
Feeds to Hayward. Nice ball movement by Utah. Back to Favor. And he banks in the layup. Favor's got the lead up to 5 now for the Jams.
Boy, it's no wonder they've got the lead. Their shooting has really picked up here in the second quarter.
You know, you don't expect the team, Steve, to shoot in the 60% range the entire game. But if they can hover around that mark, then they'll run away with this.
And there's the basket Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
The drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Houston. And stolen by Fry. Ariza dishes to Howard. And he hits it to tie the game up. Howard's got his second bucket of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Mark, just piling up points in the paint.
Now, here's Brooks. He's got 5. He passed to Exton. He kicks it to Hayward. 6 to shoot. Tries it from 19. No good off the back of the rim.
What was the defense doing there? He is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Utah's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. 1:29 left in the first half of basketball. Cantor with it, and it's Howard picking him up. Cantor's shot is off.
And this is why you need size inside, the ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot.
Now, here is Harden. 11 points in the game. And good on the basket. Hook it.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
So, Utah going with an almost entirely new grouping. Gobert's checked in. Trevor Booker comes in for Derek Favors. Wood's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Berg in for Exton. And a switch here also for Houston. Ronnie Eunice is checked in. Let's go quickly over to Doris Berg for an update.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. The most important points they can get, he said, are points in transition. He told them to push it, create opportunities on the fast break. He was also adamant that they can take advantage of this defense with the use of solid ball screens in the pick and roll game. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Harden kicks to Fry. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. 10 points for the Wizard.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Burks the best to Gobert. Trying to find Burke. Gets it to him. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Burks got 8.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for the three-point play. Jazz trailed by 7. Hayward 3 and Favors the 4. Exum and Burks, they're back. And it's Cantor in the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Now here's Jones. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Harden left side. Fry at the elbow. Unloads from 9. And Cantor pulls it down. On the basket by Jones.
They are having their way in the paint right now. So many looks right at the rim.
Defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's helped them get the ball in close time after time, Steve.
Now here's Favors. 6 points for him. Burks kicks to Hayward. Just 5 on the clock. And it falls over the rim and in. Hayward's got 6. Rockets leading by 7. Up top, Fry. He's got 10. Pass to Harden. To the left wing. Now, here's Fry. Passes it to Howard. Like it's 6. Shoots from the baseline. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
Now here's Favors. To the inside. It's stolen by Ariza. Jones in the post. post. Burks covering. Fry misses off the right eye.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open. He just couldn't take advantage.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Hayward kicks to Favors. Shot clock at 6. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Favors got 8 points.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really don't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Harden outside. Kicks it to Fry. 18 feet out. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Fry's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Rockets. Jazz have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Exum. Here's Cantor. And terrific work on the offensive pass, and he picks up 2.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
It's Jones on the wing. Here's Fry. Rebounded by the Jazz. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
Well, we've seen these kind of plays get them going in the past, that's for sure.
Now, here's Fry. 12 points for him. Harden gets a screen from Fry. Second chance effort. So the whistle blows on the shot for 2 free throws for the contact right there. For Houston, they've been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. And he makes the first. And the Jazz with some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Trevor Booker comes in for Derek Favors. And Trey Burke subbed in for Exum. The Rockets also changing it up. Andrew Covington's checked in for Howard. And Daniels subbed in for Trevor Ariza. Now, here's Burks. He has 7.
Great job defending the hoop there.
So important to have good presence defensively inside.
Harden dishes to Fry. Here is Daniels. There's the feed to Fry. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Fry's got 4 this quarter.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Now, here's Burke. He's got 8. A nice shot by Booker.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Now, here's Fry. Burke covering. And it's good once more. Nice make there from Fry. Fry's got 16 points.
Good defense, coach. Gotta love the finish with a finger roll over the top.
To the inside. Burke, the pass to Hayward. And Gobert kicks to Hayward. And that one's good. He's got 8. Rockets leading by 6. And Fry kicks to Daniels. To the wing on the left. Poke loose. Out of bounds. Rockets ball.
That's
Possession. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Taking a look at the Rockets. Unis up there with Trevor Ariza. Then there's Howard. Then it's Ray McCallum. And it's Cannon at the point. McCallum misses. Both teams will make substitutions. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Guys, I was able to listen in on what Quinn Snyder was going over with his team. Guys, I know we've been battling. You may feel a little bit gassed, but we've got to dig deep right now and find a way. Take a deep breath and let's get it done. Kevin?
Now, here's Cantor. Dishes it to Burke. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Howard's got 7 rebounds in the game. Fry passes to Harden. Screen by Howard. Now, here's Fry. Defense right on him. It's tipped and stolen by Favors. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Exum leading the charge. Blocked. And here is Front. And Clark, we saw a very animated huddle that last break. I'm sure the coach wanted something specific from his team.
Well, Kevin, this is certainly a key moment for the squad, and he's looking for players to lock into the new game plan and carry it out the rest of the way. That's what he's trying to get across.
Hayward dishes to Favors. Burke pitch to Exum.
Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
Fry with the ball. Shot to stop the drought. And a foul call on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Just absolute domination in this one for the Wizards. 16 points and the two nice steals as well. He's given them a lot with his passing and with his defensive work.
Well, he's been so active on the court at both ends and really playing a nice game.
The Jazz making a switch here. Brooks is checked in and stolen by Fry. Now Harden. Harden right side. Ariza sends a screen for Harden. To the wing right side. 6 to shoot. No good from Fry. Jazz trailed by 14. Exum passes to Favors. Now the dish to Exum. That one wide left.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. For three, Fry. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Utah's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the team. He preached patient offense and encouraged his guys to use the shot clock. He wants his guys to be deliberate. He also made sure they understood the kind of defense they should be playing. He wants them playing it safe, not trying to make plays that could leave them exposed. Gentlemen, some late game adjustments that could prove crucial in the game's closing moments. Kevin, over to you.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Harden right side. Pass to Fry. 1:56 left in the 4th quarter. A 15-footer. That drops. Fry's got 23 points.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
Now, here's Exum. Guarded by Fry. Cantor dishes to Exum. And he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting for that for a while. Against Hayward. And Fry kicks to Howard. Houston moving it around. .122 left in the 4th. Fry to shoot. He feeds it to Fry. Baseline J on the way. And it's Houston with another.
And this is what they wanted, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. I think it can be considered a statement win for the Rockets.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game, Clark, Steve's kind of touched on it, is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Yeah, absolutely a big plus. And oftentimes, Kevin,
so we see the Rockets.
Like